Good morning, and welcome to the One Startup World 2023 Summer Conference. This is the premier global startup conference to help innovative and disruptive startups succeed. Designed as a platform to help starters pitch their ideas, gain some insights, and connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs, industry experts, investors, and potential partners. My name is John Pennant. I lead the technology and life sciences industry practice at Eisner Amper, and we're pleased to be a part of the program. It is now my pleasure to introduce our next presenting company, Digidoula, and their presenter, Marie McCausland. Marie, please
Okay,
take it away.
thank you. So, everyone knows the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. But how many of us actually have a village that we can rely on to help us as new parents? Today, new parents find themselves living far away from family and friends, racked with anxiety and depression, and they're left asking, where is my village? And this is exactly why I founded Digidoula. So I'm Marie McCausland, PhD, MPH, certified postpartum doula, certified lactation consultant, and a mom to a 4-month-old. So I'm really in it, really in this space. And I switched careers from bench science to maternal health after I nearly died when I had my son 6 years ago, because I knew that I was given a second chance to change the narrative and the health of families in the US. Now, if you're like most people, you may be asking yourself, what is a doula? Well, doulas are non-medical professionals who support birthing people during their pregnancy, birth, and and postpartum. And think of it as like someone who is mothering the mother. And the best thing about them is that they know the local landscape of support and they can connect you to someone who can help you in pretty much any situation. And the problem with not having a village to support you is that you're more likely to experience anxiety and depression, which is the number one complication in postpartum. And surprisingly, suicide is the number one killer of new moms. So, to solve this, we are creating an app which will help parents to learn about pregnancy and postpartum, to connect to other parents and these local providers and really create for them a specific village that caters to their needs. So, through bootstrapping and winning some grant funding through local pitch competitions, we've created a clickable prototype, a database, and an app with functional onboarding. Today, businesses can join our website, our directory on our website, and have purchased ads through our that run through our social media as a sort of proof of concept that our business model, which focuses on ad revenue and transaction fees when parents pay for services, would work. So, there are 4 million births a year in the United States alone. And the femtech market is estimated to be at 65 billion. So we believe it's a pretty large market, and we believe we can capture a decent amount of it. And we have a diverse team ready to make Digidoula a success, including myself and 2 other doulas, Mystique Hargrove and Brandy Jordan, Maria, a UX designer who developed our clickable prototype, 2 engineers, Gary and Jacob, and Alicia, who we'll talk about next. So, I want to bring you back to our why. So Alicia was a mom that I met through a community baby shower that I had hosted through a nonprofit that I run. And because she trusted me, she came to me when she began experiencing symptoms of preeclampsia, which were life-threatening. And when she told me about them, she was like, I'm not really sure if I, should be worried about this. What do you think? And I was like, I think you need to go to the hospital. So I ended up personally driving her to the hospital, and it ended up saving her and her daughter's life. So, every single day I receive messages from parents in my group telling me, how much they appreciate what I'm doing and that they trust my referrals to local businesses to meet their needs. So, we are seeking a $500,000 pre-seed investment for capacity building and app development, because we found that when we talk to some of these larger organizations, and I'm based in Cleveland, they're looking for the full app to be developed. So we want to be able to market to these larger organizations to enhance our credibility and overall help more parents and families and save lives. So I'd love for you to join us in creating that modern village with Digidoula. If I can, I'd love to show you through our clickable prototype. This is our what we have currently. So what we want the customer journey to be is that they log on to our app and they're met with this feed where they can learn about pregnancy and postpartum, not just articles, but also videos, because we know that especially in Cleveland, there's a lot of folks who their literacy rate is pretty low. So we want to make sure that we are also advertising and getting this information out to folks through video. So if they see something that they're, interested in learning about more, they can, access the full article. And if they find that, within this article, so this is about postpartum depression, they're like, okay, maybe I do need some support. They can go to this local support tab and see postpartum depression resources in the area. And then, if again, they're like, okay, so here's, some of the support groups. Maybe I want to also find a doula to help support me. So they can go to the find a provider. We'd have different tabs for different types of providers, and then they would be able to see which doulas are near them or which providers are near them. So in this way, again, we're really hoping to connect with parents and then have these local businesses that support families to be able to get in front of the new parents. Like I said, we have created this onboarding so far of the app where parents would be able to sign up, put their information in, doulas can sign up. But right now, that's as far as we've gotten with the full prototype. So I'm going to stop sharing and just say thank you, for your time. And I would love to take any questions that you have.
Terrific. Great presentation, Marie. I certainly appreciate it. I'm on a nonprofit board in New Jersey, and we have a doula program that we have run for many years. And we're actually we were graced by the fact that our governor's wife had
Yes.
actually come to learn more about the program.
Yeah, Tammy, she's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. So she came to our offices in Newark at SPAN. I don't know if you're familiar with the statewide Parents Advocacy Network in New
Oh
Jersey.
yeah.
And so she was interested in our program there, and that was tremendous. So, and I think it's a very understood, if that's not even a word, but program, and the value that could potentially provide. And I guess it's not for all people, but or I guess it could be, but for certain communities, it's actually really highly valuable. So how do you get the word out more about the sort of the benefit of the program in general, and like how are you going to try to market on a more grander scale, if you would?
Yeah, so right now we're based in Cleveland, but the hope is to kind of roll it out sort of city by city, because it takes, at least in the beginning, because it takes a lot of sort of groundwork to get people to know what we're doing. So in Cleveland, what we've been doing since, again, I'm bootstrapping,
Hmm.
is we've been hosting these community baby showers. That's a way to kind of get parents to learn about our resources without sort of tangential to also getting them physical resources.
Hmm.
And when we do these events, we market them largely, and then that gets us, not just the low income folks who come for the items, but also the folks who are donating items,
Right.
and people who really want to help support both the nonprofit and us as we're giving out these sort of the rather than just physical resources, we're giving them the more social resources and learning about pregnancy and postpartum.
Terrific, terrific. Well, that's tremendous, tremendous presentation. Thanks again for educating us all a little bit further about that, and best of luck with both your launch of the product and the fundraising launch and all that. And we wish you nothing but success.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Yep. Bye-bye.